Hey guys, welcome to Damo's Dream Builds. Today we're going to be working on my '89 CRX SI. Check her out. Gonna be putting an alternator in. Got a new shifter boot. Just a few little things. Pretty clean though for 30-plus-year-old car. Got all the tools ready. Alright, enough talking. Time to get to work. Okay, so I got the car all jacked up. Just got the jack on this side, relieving a little stress. Got it on some jack stands on this side. Took the wheel off. So this is basically just going to make it easier to get up in there and get to that alternator. This is going to be right under here. And I also do a little trick just to be extra safe. Try to throw the wheel somewhere where if it falls, it'll like hold it, support it, just in case. Alright guys, so there's that little green connector you see down there. Let's see if I can finagle it. This one right here. It's going to plug in right here, but all you're going to do is pull this little tab with your finger. I can't really show you. See my right finger? Push it in and then pull it out. And then after that, see if I can get it on camera. There's a little bolt right in here. Can't see it, but it's covered by a black grommet. You've got to unscrew that afterwards. But what I do is I take a little bit of, where is it? Take a little bit of this and I'll spray it on the bolt. I'll put it on like a lower pressure because you don't want to get too much on there. There's rubber and all that on there. So yeah, now we just wait for it to sit. And try to get cracking at that bolt. That's a 10mm, by the way. Alright, so once you got those connectors off, you're going to start working your way at these bolts. See if I can get a... It's kind of hard to see. There we go, you can kind of see it. It's out now behind that hose. And after that, you're going to go down here. And there's that one bolt right there. And there's going to be another bolt on the other side, but it's going to be a long bolt it's all connected to. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a wrench on one side and a ratchet if you got it on this side, and I think they're 14s, so you're just going to basically hold one end and ratchet on the other side and get that hitch off. But first you want to do that top bolt just to relieve some tension. Alright guys, so you should be at this point to where your belt is off of the alternator. You have your alternator fully free of these brackets. Okay. Now once you have that, you're going to want to get this plastic cover off. All there is a bunch of clips. There's one down here as well. This cover right here. It's right here. I'm going to take that off. Now once you get to that, you're going to want to get to this bracket. Big piece of metal in the front of the screen. Best shot I can get. This bracket right here. I'm going to take that off. Now what you need to do to get to that is underneath it there are some fasteners. Can't really get a shot of it. Yeah, there's some fasteners on there. So you're just going to want to take those off. Once you get those off, you can fully fit the alternator through the bottom. You don't have to mess with anything up here. Alright? Alright guys, so bracket is off. It would have been right up here. Right up here. Where my finger is. Can't tell. But belts is off. And alternator's off. So now we're just gonna snake it right on through here. We'll get to it after it's out. Now the old one is out. This old piece of shit. As you can clearly tell, no more alternator in there. Now we gotta throw the new one in. Okay guys, so before you go to install your new alternator, you wanna make sure you have this connector unfastened with that 10mm from earlier. And you wanna have this plug unfastened. Push this button down when it's in there and pull. Once you've done that, and once you got the bracket out, then you get that plastic cover off. You can snake it right through here. It fits just fine. You kind of want to move that belt out of the way too a little bit when you go to do it, just so you don't ruin it. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Now what we're going to do next is throw the alternator up there and then install that bracket so we can put the alternator back on. So now that we've moved this belt out of the way, snake this alternator up into here. I'm going to set it onto this little support. It sits perfectly up there. While we do that, we're going to get this bracket for it back mounted. Alright guys, alternator is in. All that's left is I gotta tighten up that belt. We'll come back when that's done. First, also, both the connections are on and screwed in. So yeah, like I said, just the belt. And we are all done with this alternator. We can start the car up. Alright everybody, so all you do from after that is hold like something long down on the alternator so you can push tension onto that belt. And once it's tight, while you're pushing it down, you're going to want to tighten that bolt back on that tensioner right there. Once it feels tight enough, then plug in all the connections and plug your battery back in. And it should all work fine. And if not, your car is going to shut off. So, running 3. Check engine lights on because the TPS has to be replaced. It's unplugged currently. Runs fine, just a little high idle. And now the alternator and the battery are both fixed. Yeah guys, so that was Damo's Dream Builds. Hopefully that video helped you guys out, maybe showed you something you didn't know. Y'all have a great day, and hope the car is running great. Signing out. Peace.